My beloved child, do not rush past these words. I have placed this message before you for a reason, and it is not by accident that your eyes have stopped here. There is something I need to speak into your spirit before the next season opens fully, because what is coming is not small, and what has been attacking you is not ordinary. You have felt tired without knowing why. You have smiled while your soul was heavy. You have walked through days that looked normal on the outside, yet inside you felt as though something unseen was pressing against your heart. My child, I saw it all. I saw the silent battles. I saw the hidden attacks. I saw the moments when you wanted to explain your pain, but no words came out. I saw the nights when you stared into the darkness and wondered why your spirit felt so weak, even when nothing major had happened. And today I am telling you, this was not just emotion. This was not just stress. This was not just life being difficult. There has been a silent attack against your peace, your focus, your prayer, your confidence, and your closeness to me. But listen carefully. I did not allow this message to reach you so that fear would rise in you. I brought you here so that your eyes would open. I brought you here so that the fog would begin to lift. I brought you here because the enemy has been working in quiet places, but I am now exposing what has been hidden. The attack that came against you was subtle. It did not always come through obvious trouble. It came through small distractions. It came through tiredness. It came through thoughts that repeated themselves again and again. It came through people whose words drained you. It came through delays that made you question whether I was still listening. It came through memories that returned at night, making your heart heavy. It came through the feeling that you were alone, even though I have never once left your side. My child, the enemy knows that if it cannot destroy your destiny, it will try to weaken your spirit before you reach it. It knows the season ahead of you carries more weight than the seasons behind you. It knows I have been preparing something that will require a steady heart, clear eyes, and deep trust. That is why the attack has been silent. That is why it has tried to drain you slowly. A little discouragement, a little confusion, a little comparison, a little fear, a little bitterness, a little delay, a little loss of prayer, a little distance from my word. And then suddenly your soul begins to feel empty, even though you cannot explain what changed. But I am explaining it to you now. You were not losing your mind. You were not becoming weak for no reason. You were being pulled away from the place where your strength comes from. Remember David before Goliath. The world remembers the giant, the stone, and the victory. But I remember the hidden fields. I remember the lonely place where no crowd applauded him. I remember the lion and the bear. I remember the quiet tests that shaped his courage before anyone called his name. My child, your hidden battles have been like those fields. People may not have seen what you fought. They may not know how many times you had to gather your strength just to continue. They may not understand why certain small things hurt you so deeply. But I saw the lion. I saw the bear. I saw the invisible pressure. I saw the moments when you kept choosing me, even when your heart was shaking. And just as I did not waste David's hidden battles, I will not waste yours. Do not believe the lie that your struggle has been meaningless. Do not believe the lie that your tiredness means you are failing. Do not believe the lie that because you have been attacked, you are abandoned. No, my child. Sometimes the greatest attacks come because you are closer to breakthrough than you realize. Darkness does not fight what carries no threat to it. It does not waste arrows on empty ground. It has sensed the light I am placing in you. It has sensed the assignment I am awakening in you. It has sensed the doors I am preparing to open. And because it cannot cancel my word, it has tried to make you cancel your own faith. It has tried to make you give up before you see what I have already set in motion. But today I speak over you with authority. You will not give up. You will not collapse in the final stretch. You will not lose the fire I placed inside you. You will not remain trapped in the fog of exhaustion. I am breathing again into your spirit. I am restoring the rhythm of prayer. I am bringing back the hunger for my presence. I am opening your eyes to the small doors that must be closed. I am teaching you to recognize the voices that drain you and the voices that strengthen you. I am showing you what has been stealing from your peace so that you can release it and walk lighter. My beloved child, there are things you have called harmless that have quietly weakened you. There are conversations that leave your spirit heavy. There are habits that make your mind restless. There are thoughts you entertain too long, and they build rooms inside your heart where fear begins to live. There are people you keep close out of guilt, but their presence pulls you away from the calmness I am trying to give you. There are distractions that do not look sinful on the surface, yet they make your soul dull, your prayer weak, and your discernment cloudy. I am not saying this to shame you. I am saying this because I love you too much to let your strength leak away through small openings. Close the doors, my child. Close the doors that no longer belong to this season. Close the door to endless worry. Close the door to voices that mock your faith. Close the door to comparison that makes you feel behind. Close the door to old memories that keep telling you nothing will change. Close the door to bitterness before it grows roots. Close the door to fear before it builds a throne. Close the door to distractions that make you forget who you are. You are mine. You are not a playground for darkness. You are not a resting place for anxiety. You are not a home for shame. You are the one I have called, the one I have kept, the one I have carried through seasons you thought would break you. And I want you to understand this clearly. My protection is real, but I am also calling you to watchfulness. I will guard you, but do not keep opening what I close. I will cover you, but do not keep walking back into what drains you. I will restore you, but do not keep feeding the thoughts that wound you. I will fight for you, but do not keep agreeing with the lies spoken against your life. Your agreement matters. Your words matter. Your focus matters. Your surrender matters. The enemy has used your own words against you at times. When you said, "I cannot take it anymore," it tried to build a wall from those words. When you said, "Nothing will ever change," it tried to make that sentence a chain. When you said, "I am alone," it tried to cover your eyes so you could not see me standing beside you. So now I want you to speak differently. Even if your voice trembles, speak life. Even if your heart is tired, speak faith. Say, "God is with me." Say, "This battle will not destroy me." Say, "My peace is returning." Say, "The Lord is my shelter." Say, "I belong to God, and no darkness has authority over my soul." My child, when you speak what I have spoken, the atmosphere around you begins to change. Words are not empty. Words become doors. Words become seeds. Words become weapons. Words become agreement. And when your words agree with my truth, darkness loses the ground it was trying to occupy. I saw the times people close to you wounded you without understanding what they were doing. I saw the careless comments. I saw the looks that made you shrink inside. I saw the misunderstandings that followed you like shadows. I saw how you tried to stay calm, but inside your heart was trembling. And I know that sometimes the deepest attacks came not from strangers, but from those whose approval mattered to you. That is why the pain went deeper. That is why you questioned yourself. That is why you wondered if you were too sensitive. But, my child, I was there. I saw what happened beneath the surface, and I want you to learn something now. Do not fight people when the real battle is spiritual. Do not let their words become stronger than my word inside you. Do not let their emotions pull you out of peace. Love them, pray for them, forgive them, but do not hand them the authority to define your identity. You are not what they said in anger. You are not what they assumed in ignorance. You are not what they saw in one weak moment. You are not the label placed on you by people who never understood your battle. You are what I have spoken. You are loved. You are chosen. You are carried. You are being restored. You are being strengthened. You are being prepared. I have written your name in my care, and no human opinion can erase what my hand has placed over your life. My child, do you remember Joseph? He was betrayed by those close to him, misunderstood by those who should have believed him, forgotten in a place where he had done nothing wrong, yet none of it was wasted. The pit did not cancel the palace. The prison did not cancel the promise. The betrayal did not cancel the blessing. Every painful chapter became part of the road that led him into purpose. And when the time came, what was meant to crush him became the very pathway through which many lives were saved. So, it will be with you. The silent attacks against you will not become the end of your story. The weariness will not become your identity. The confusion will not become your home. The place where you were wounded will become the place from which I teach you to help others. There are people I will bring across your path who are fighting the same silent battle you have fought. They will smile, but you will sense their heaviness. They will say they are fine, but your spirit will recognize their exhaustion. They will not know how to ask for help, but I will show you how to speak gently. I will use your healed wounds like oil. I will use your testimony like a lamp. I will use your words like a bridge. You thought your pain made you less useful, but I am telling you, surrendered pain becomes a vessel. What once nearly destroyed you will become the very thing I use to rescue someone else from despair. But first, I am restoring you. I am calling you back to the secret place, not to punish you, but to refill you, not to demand performance, but to give you breath again. You have tried to keep going on fragments of strength. You have tried to survive on short prayers and tired worship. You have tried to pour into others while your own spirit was dry. But now I am saying, come back to me. Come back before the emptiness becomes normal. Come back before your heart becomes numb. Come back before you forget how sweet my presence is. Come back with no performance, no perfect words, no need to pretend. Come back tired. Come back honest. Come back weak. Come back confused. I am not waiting with anger. I am waiting with open arms. There is a place in me where your soul can breathe again. There is a place in me where the noise becomes quiet. There is a place in me where the fear loses its voice. There is a place in me where the arrows cannot reach you. That place is not far. It is not reserved for the perfect. It is not hidden from the broken. It is the place of surrender. The moment you say, Father, I cannot carry this alone, I step in with strength greater than your own. The moment you say, Lord, I need you, heaven moves closer than you imagine. The moment you stop pretending, healing begins. My child, I am not asking you to be strong in yourself. I am asking you to remain in me. The branch does not force fruit from itself. It stays connected to the vine. The lamp does not create oil from its own effort. It must be filled. The child does not survive by carrying the father. The child survives by being carried. So let me carry you again. Let me fill you again. Let me hold you again. Let me speak into the places that have become tired. Let me remove what you have been carrying too long. Let me restore the parts of you that have been quietly breaking. You have wondered why your peace disappears so quickly. You have wondered why certain thoughts return again and again. You have wondered why the same fear keeps finding you. My child, peace must be guarded. A garden left untended does not remain clean. Weeds grow quietly. A heart left unguarded becomes crowded with things I never planted. That is why I am calling you to watch what enters. Watch what you hear. Watch what you repeat. Watch what you believe. Watch who has access to your spirit. Watch the stories you tell yourself at night. Watch the words you speak when you are tired. Watch the doors you leave open because you do not want to make hard decisions. This is not a season for careless living. This is not a season to drift. This is not a season to keep one foot in fear and one foot in faith. I am calling you to wakefulness. I am calling you to clarity. I am calling you to spiritual seriousness. Not heaviness, but seriousness. Not fear, but discernment. Not isolation, but wisdom. Not panic, but prayer. You are entering a season where what you carry must be protected. The promise must be guarded. The fire must be kept. The oil must not be wasted. The words I speak to you must not be thrown into places that cannot honor them. There are some things I will show you that are only for prayer. There are some dreams I will place in your heart that must be kept hidden until they grow roots. There are some instructions I will give that will not make sense to others. Do not rush to explain everything. Do not share every movement of your heart with every person around you. Not everyone has the maturity to handle what I am building in you. Not everyone who listens is praying for you. Not every open ear is a safe place. Be gentle, but be wise. Be loving, but be discerning. Be open to my leading, but do not be careless with holy things. My beloved child, the enemy has tried to convince you that you are behind. It has told you that your time has passed. It has whispered that you have missed too much, lost too much, delayed too long, failed too often. But I am the Lord of time. I am not bound by the calendar that frightens you. I am not limited by the years you think were wasted. I can restore. I can redirect. I can rebuild. I can redeem. I can take what looked delayed and make it arrive with greater purpose. I can take the years of hidden tears and turn them into wisdom. I can take the attacks that drained you and turn them into discernment. I can take the night that frightened you and make it the place where you learn to hear my voice. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. You are not too weak. You are not too forgotten. You are in my hands. And what is in my hands can still bloom. What is in my hands can still rise. What is in my hands can still become a testimony. I do not need perfect material to build a beautiful story. I need a surrendered heart. And your heart, even with its trembling, still turns toward me. That is why I am not finished. That is why the story continues. That is why you are still here. Now listen carefully. The silent attack that tried to weaken you is being exposed because a silent restoration is also beginning. I am not only removing what attacked you, I am rebuilding what it touched. I am restoring your peace. I am restoring your prayer. I am restoring your spiritual hearing. I am restoring your confidence in my love. I am restoring your ability to sleep without fear. I am restoring your courage to hope again. I am restoring your desire to speak life. I am restoring your strength to stand when old voices return. I am restoring your ability to discern what is mine and what is not mine. You will begin to notice small changes. You will feel a desire to pray again, even if quietly. You will feel less drawn to things that used to drain you. You will sense when a conversation is not good for your spirit. You will pause before speaking words of defeat. You will feel my peace warning you when a path is wrong. You will begin to choose silence where you once reacted. You will begin to choose prayer where you once panicked. You will begin to choose obedience where you once delayed. These may look small, but in the spirit they are great movements. These are signs that the chains are loosening. These are signs that your soul is waking up. These are signs that I am doing a deeper work than you can see. Do not despise small beginnings. A flame begins small before it lights a room. A seed begins hidden before it becomes a tree. A river begins with a spring before it waters a land. The restoration in you may begin quietly, but it will grow. Keep protecting it. Keep returning to me. Keep speaking life. Keep choosing peace. Keep closing the wrong doors. Keep opening your heart to my word. Keep walking, even if the steps are slow. I am not measuring you by speed. I am watching your direction, and your direction is turning back toward me. My child, there are angels assigned to your journey that you have never seen. There are dangers I stopped before you knew they existed. There are attacks I blocked before they reached your mind. There were moments you thought something was delayed, but I was preventing something worse. There were relationships that faded, and you grieved, but I was protecting your future. There were doors that closed, and you felt rejected, but I was redirecting your steps. There were plans that failed, and you felt ashamed, but I was saving you from a hidden snare. One day you will understand that my protection did not always look like rescue. Sometimes it looked like interruption. Sometimes it looked like silence. Sometimes it looked like loss. Sometimes it looked like delay. But through it all, my hand was there. So do not curse the closed door. Do not keep mourning what I removed. Do not keep questioning every delay as though it proves I do not love you. My love has been working in ways you could not understand at the time. And now I am asking you to trust me with what comes next. Trust me when I tell you to release. Trust me when I tell you to wait. Trust me when I tell you to speak. Trust me when I tell you to be silent. Trust me when I tell you to walk away. Trust me when I tell you to stay. I know the road ahead. You only see the next step, but I see the entire path. The enemy wanted to use weariness to make you careless, but I will use weariness to teach you dependence. The enemy wanted to use loneliness to make you bitter, but I will use loneliness to draw you close. The enemy wanted to use delay to make you doubt, but I will use delay to deepen your roots. The enemy wanted to use your wounds to silence you, but I will use those wounds to give your voice compassion. The enemy wanted to make you believe you were finished, but I am using this very moment to tell you that a new chapter is beginning. My beloved child, there is power in returning. There is power in surrender. There is power in saying, Lord, I need you again. Do not be ashamed to begin again. Do not be ashamed that you became tired. Do not be ashamed that your fire grew low. I am not ashamed of you. I am not disappointed in the way you imagine. I know your frame. I know your weakness. I know the battles you did not choose. I know the pressure you carried. I know the tears you swallowed. I know the prayers that had no words. And still, I call you mine. Come back to the place where you first knew my nearness. Come back to simple prayer. Come back to quiet worship. Come back to my word, not as a duty, but as bread. Come back to gratitude. Come back to stillness. Come back to obedience in small things. Come back to guarding your heart. Come back to the joy of knowing that you are not alone. I am here. I have always been here, and I will continue to be here. Now I speak over the attacks that came silently against your life. Every arrow of confusion be broken. Every chain of fear be loosened. Every hidden weight of anxiety be lifted. Every door opened through distraction be closed. Every voice of shame be silenced. Every spirit of heaviness be removed. Every lie that says you are alone be destroyed by the truth of my presence. Every plan of darkness against your peace, your prayer, your home, your mind, and your future be overturned. I cover you with my hand. I surround you with my peace. I place your feet again on steady ground. You will not end in exhaustion. You will not end in defeat. You will not end in spiritual emptiness. You will rise again. Your prayer will rise again. Your peace will rise again. Your strength will rise again. Your discernment will rise again. Your joy will rise again. Your hope will rise again. The fire that flickered will burn again, not because you forced it, but because I breathe upon it. And when I breathe, dry bones live. When I breathe, dead places awaken. When I breathe, weary souls stand. When I breathe, the darkness must move back. My child, I want you now to become still and receive what I am doing. Do not rush away. Do not treat these words as ordinary. Let them settle deep. Let your heart answer me. Say, Lord, I return. Say, Lord, close every door that drains me. Say, Lord, teach me to hear your voice again. Say, Lord, fight the battles I cannot see. Say, Lord, make me watchful, but not afraid. Say, Lord, restore my soul. This is not just a sentence. This is a turning point. When you agree with me, your inner world begins to shift. When you surrender, I step into places you could not fix. When you open the door, I enter with healing. And as I restore you, I will use you. You will become a quiet light for others. You will speak to someone at the right time. You will pray for someone when they are close to giving up. You will sense when someone is under attack, and you will intercede. You will become more sensitive, not because you are fragile, but because my compassion is growing inside you. You will carry peace into rooms where anxiety has ruled. You will carry wisdom into conversations filled with confusion. You will carry hope into hearts that are tired of hoping. You will not need to announce yourself. The light in you will speak. This is why the enemy tried to silence you. This is why it tried to drain you. This is why it tried to make you feel too tired to pray, too ashamed to speak, too weak to stand. It saw what I was forming. It saw that your testimony would not remain private. It saw that your healing would become a doorway for others. It saw that your restored voice would break despair in someone else. But it cannot stop what I have blessed. It cannot close what I have opened. It cannot erase what I have written. It cannot steal what you place in my hands. So stand, my child. Stand in my truth. Stand in my peace. Stand in my protection. Stand in my love. Do not stand in your own strength, because your own strength will grow tired. Stand in me. I am the rock that does not move. I am the shelter that does not fail. I am the Father who does not abandon. I am the healer who does not turn away from wounds. I am the shepherd who goes after the tired sheep. I am the light that darkness cannot overcome. I am with you in the battle you can see, and I am with you in the battle no one sees. And now, bring your heart before me in prayer. Almighty God, my Father, I come before you with a heart that has been tired in ways I could not explain. I bring you every silent battle, every hidden fear, every thought that has been circling in my mind, every wound I tried to hide, and every place where I have felt spiritually weak. I ask you to open my eyes to the subtle attacks that have drained my soul. Help me close every door that does not belong to you. Teach me to guard my heart without living in fear. Restore my prayer. Restore my peace. Restore my hunger for your presence, and help me return to you with honesty and trust. Father, I surrender the things that have weakened me. I surrender distractions, toxic thoughts, bitterness, comparison, fear, and every voice that has pulled me away from your truth. I ask you to cleanse my mind and fill my heart with your word. Place your protection around my life, my home, my family, my future, and my spirit. Let every hidden attack be exposed and broken by your power. Teach me to speak life instead of defeat. Teach me to stand in faith even when I feel weak. Teach me to recognize your voice above every other voice. Lord, I thank you because you never abandoned me, even when I felt alone. I thank you because you saw every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of exhaustion, and every silent prayer. Thank you for warning me before the enemy could pull me further away. Thank you for calling me back to the secret place. Thank you for restoring what was tired inside me. I believe that you are fighting for me. I believe that you are covering me. I believe that the battle will not destroy me, because I belong to you. Father, use my life to bring hope to others. Let my healed wounds become a testimony. Let my words carry peace. Let my prayers become protection for those I love. Let my story remind someone else that you still rescue, restore, and strengthen your children. Keep me humble, watchful, and close to you. Let me never forget that my strength comes from your presence. I place my life in your hands again, and I trust you to complete what you have begun. In the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen. My child, do not forget what I have spoken. You are not alone. The silent attack has been exposed. The hidden exhaustion is being healed. The doors that drained you are closing. The peace that belongs to you is returning. Keep walking with me. Keep listening. Keep your heart soft. Keep your eyes open. Keep your spirit awake. I am with you, and I will do the rest.